Hello everybody and welcome back to Between the Ropes TV, back with another boxing video. And of course, I'm talking about the man on screen on this one, Canelo, who after his defeat to Bivol, everyone's been wondering what next for this man. You know, he took a very brave step up to obviously the light heavyweight division and fighting a very prominent and very respected fighter in Bivol. Of course, it weren't his first fight at that light heavyweight division, but it was probably much more challenging than his previous one. Guys, before I jump into this video, please do hit the like button and also do subscribe to the channel for more great boxing content. So Canelo, let's talk about this man, because the breaking news, it has been announced that it is now clear what's going to happen next with him. It now looks like a lot of people were talking about this actually, wondering whether he was going to take on Bivol again, because it was all set up, wasn't it, for the Golovkin trilogy if he beat Bivol. Well, of course, when he lost, that threw a bit of speculation into the air. Could Bivol rematch be on first? Could it be Golovkin? Will he want to take on Golovkin because of another loss on his record? Well, it has now been revealed that he has decided that it will be the Golovkin trilogy first. He is going to go and take on Golovkin and then look to get that rematch with Bivol. And now this is a really interesting one because, as I said, I feel everyone wants this trilogy. And what's interesting about this is the fact that although Canelo is 2-0 up technically within this trilogy, it has to be said that a lot of people really did feel that this trilogy, this fight, for me, you've got to say Golovkin at least won one of them. Some people would even argue we won both of them. And I think this is why it's been a fight that's been so heavily demanded by us fight fans. Well, of course, it is now appearing that we are going to get this fight, which is great news for us fight fans. But it does mean, obviously, that Bivol will be coming at a later date. No, I did say, I think I have massive respect for Canelo taking on this fight. It is a big risk, much like the Bivol fight. It is a big risk, and it's refreshing to see a fighter that is not caring too much about his win-loss record. Of course, he's only lost 2 in his career, but, you know, you start picking up losses, especially later in your career, it could really kind of throw off some fight fans' opinion about how great this man is. I really do feel that ever since Floyd Mayweather went about making a big deal about his unbeaten record, it has become a much more prominent thing in the boxing industry now, that picking up a loss is such a massive thing. And personally, I think it's a real shame, because I think that's now started to put off fighters wanting to take risks, wanting to do stuff, being afraid of picking up a loss. And it does mean that us fight fans suffer because we don't often get to see the big fights. You know, you go back in the day when you used to see these kind of fights all the time. Mike Tyson, we always considered as one of the boxing greats, but he didn't have a perfect record. He picked up a few losses. And I really do think it's refreshing that Canelo isn't taking an easy option. He could have gone and took an easy fight in a number of divisions, really. So it's really refreshing that he has said his next fight is set to be Golovkin. It's going to be that trilogy, and I think it's one that us fight fans are all going to be looking forward to. Guys, let me know your thoughts though. Let me know when it comes to this fight whether you're looking forward to it, and who have you got picking up the win in this one? Do you think that obviously Golovkin will pick up the win? Will Canelo pick up the win? And would you have rather seen the Bivol rematch first? I think there was a little bit of a mixture, but I'd say the majority of the fight fans did want the Golovkin trilogy. And if he does get the win against Golovkin in the trilogy, is he then making the right move, stepping up to Bivol? And let's throw the situation as well. I've got to speak about this, because if he does lose to Golovkin, you wonder what next for Canelo. Is it then a wise move to then go and step up to take on Bivol again? Or is it maybe time to do something different, maybe take on other opponents, maybe look elsewhere, get a couple of wins back on his record? Although I don't feel it's important, you don't want to see a fighter, especially a talented fighter such as Canelo, going on a bit of a losing streak. And I feel taking the Bivol rematch is a massive risk in itself. I do really think that Canelo, the size difference was too much. He came up against a really decent light heavyweight fighter. And to be honest, I really do think that maybe it is the right move, moving down the weight class. But should he really just stay down at those weight classes, or is he right thinking that I'll go back up to face Bivol? Guys, let me know your thoughts on all those things. And as I said at the start of the video, please do hit that like button. Please do subscribe to the channel, and hopefully I'll see you on the next video. We've got some good previews coming up, some good reactions coming up, so make sure to subscribe for more great boxing content, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.